What's up, guys? So we made it to race week. The car is very untested. I was able to put like, I don't know, 23, 24 miles street driving it. It seemed to do okay for, 24 miles, but, I mean, we'll just see what happens. I really don't expect this thing to make the week without a whole lot of issues, but I'm hoping that it surprises me. We're getting ready to make a pass here shortly, and tested the trans brake. About 3,000. I don't really want to get too crazy. It made about 2 pounds, so we'll see what it does, if it takes it or not. So anyway, this is going to be the start to a very nerve-wracking and but exciting race week with a lot of question marks. So we'll see what happens. I am in outlaw class for a race week with my buddy Randy, who's got the Monte Carlo. So we'll I'll just be happy if I can finish the week, to be totally honest with you. So we'll see what it runs and go from there.
9 model, 3rd gen Camaro. Attention to the pits, attention to the pits, Pro Street.
Okay, first pass, not bad. Honestly, everything felt pretty good. 60 foot's not so fast, but I mean, what do you expect when you're leaving at 3,000 RPM? 1135, personal best, and I went 126, so that's cool. Randy went 1015 at 140, so he's probably good with that. I don't know, that felt pretty good. I think I might make another one just because I can, and go from there. So all right, so I'm going up for pass number 2. I raised launch RPM a little bit, see what it does, and we'll see if we can make the time a little bit better. But we're gonna go up for pass number 2 and probably call it. Get the best light I can, but check it out. 10-second car, 1070, 130. It made like 10 pounds of boost, which I don't know why, but it did. So I guess I'll take it. I actually have a data log now, so I'll see what that looks like and go from there. But by far one of the fastest things I've ever felt in my life. That was fun. All right, so we made it back to the hotel. I turned in that 1070, which is pretty cool, because I don't know why I made 10 pounds, but it certainly made 10 pounds, and it felt fast and looked fast and felt good, honestly. I haven't looked over to the data log yet to see if the car even liked it, but it seems to do decent on the drive. It still gets really, really hot, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But we got 420 miles to Kearney tomorrow, and it's just a drive day, so probably get a couple clips of that, but I think I'm going to keep this video morely focused on the racing part of it. So anyway, guys, I would say this trip's already been considered a success for me, in a way, I guess, because I mean, I had no idea what this car was going to do, and then to go 1135 was cool to me, and then to go 1070s was even better. So we'll see what we can do in Kearney on Monday, but Sunday is 420 miles of a long drive, so let's see how much of a street car I really built this time. I didn't break down, but I guess you could say I broke down. I had this caliper bolt, this bracket bolt back out against the rotor again. So I found a replacement bolt. It's not a countersunk bolt. You can see it down there at the bottom. I don't know what the deal is with these bolts backing out, but I just dumped a ton of red Loctite on those. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. But it's also, I don't know if you can hear me because of the wind, but it's also running kind of hot as I expected. I pulled the front grill off of it, and so I'm trying to get more air to it. It seems to like that, but it still runs on 210-ish, so I gotta get that other side done and try and get back on the road here. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me in the wind, but I got everything back on. We hit the road and see how it does. Okay, well, I'm home. So as you saw, I was driving there, that last clip, I was driving, and everything was going pretty well. You know, the brakes were staying, you know, together, and the car was staying relatively cool to a manageable point. And everything was really going really well. And then the car just started running really bad. And turns out there was a really bad misfire. And a lot of it is coming from the coil pack grounds, which, you know, not really that big of a deal. It's kind of an easy fix. And I was playing with the wire. I could kind of get it back up to life, and then it would kind of go away, and then it got progressively worse. And then it started boiling fuel really bad, and it started vapor locking really bad. And remember that I kind of rushed this car together, and so I didn't really do a very good job of ventilating it. And so I literally had to run with no gas cap on because the tank doesn't have a source for a vent. So it was building pressure in there, vapor locking, and obviously the filler neck isn't supposed to be the vent, and it wasn't ventilating. And also, when I built the car, you know, I put this heat wrap, but you know, it's right next to the header here, and it's right next to the head, so it's just kind of heat soaking. And then eventually it just, you know, it started boiling the fuel. It caused a lot of issues. Also something that could have been fixed, but while I was under there, I happened to realize just how terrible the front tires look. And you know, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I have no money, and the likelihood of me blowing out one of these front tires was extremely high, and the likelihood of finding another one even less, because I mean, all of our roads was all back roads. And I'm not proud of pulling out of race week, but I felt like I did what was best for the car, because I didn't just do all this, spend all this money just to cause more potential issues, problems, and hurt it even more, or possibly blow a tire and maybe get into a crash, you know what I mean? So I hope that is an understandable reason for most people. I just didn't have the funds to just, you know, overnight stuff to a hotel and then get everything done. I mean, I spent, if I had this car done mid-summer, probably would have, you know. Most of this stuff really isn't that big of a deal, but when you ain't got no money, you're by yourself, and you're just flat tired. You just don't have, you know, you just don't have it in you to do it. And I just wanted the car to be safe, bring it home, and go over those bugs, get it fixed, and get, you know, a correct alignment on it for next year. And then next year we can go racing. So like I said earlier in this video, I felt like this is still a win for me, sort of, because I mean, the car went 1070 on wastegate pressure. So, you know, on its second pass. So, I'll do some stuff over the winter to this thing to get it better, possibly even make it faster, get a CO2 kit, you know, get the water tank for the intercooler done, fix the fueling issue, fix the grounding issues, you know, fix all the other stuff, get some better safety equipment, you know, a drive shaft loop, probably a better drive shaft, anti-roll bar, you know, etc., etc. And, you know, that way I didn't wreck the car, didn't blow the car up, didn't cause any other damage. So all I got to do is do the little things. So I hope you guys at least enjoyed a little bit of the video of my drive. I wanted to kind of make this video. I'm not proud of failing race week, but you know, the only way you get better is if you fail, right? And as much as it sucks and it stressed me out, it is part of it. This is racing, and you just gotta fail to get better. And eventually, you know, this is also an unfamiliar setup, so I gotta learn it better and go from there. But it's in one piece, even though the bumper's off. It's just a pain to load up. You know, it's tires, fix the little things, and you know, get it ready for next year to do some racing, run some faster times, and maybe try and get my NHRA license and try and print some 9s. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching if you did, and stay tuned for some later videos this winter for some upgrades, and next year let's do some cool shit. So see ya.